I've been waiting for this city builder to release for a while now. This is Hearth and Hamlet. It's a city builder, but it's got incremental sort of like management style elements as well. It's very, very cool. So, we arrive here with a whole bunch of nothing, and first order of the day, first order of business is to set up a camp. In order to set up a camp, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to collect 50 wood. So, at least in the early stages of the game, I'm going to be doing a little bit of manual resource extraction, which is no challenge at all, really. All we need to do is literally just hover over this button, click it, hold down the button, etc. We can do that very, very easily indeed. Right. Come into the camp. Let's get this built. This is what we're going to get as a reward. A small tent and a cozy fire. Brilliant. Locations seem to have everything. Fresh running water, fertile soil, and not a monster in sight. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, we now also have access to a brand new worker, which is very, very nice. We have 3 population, 0 per minute, and I think it is for every, for every 3 people that we get 1 worker. We also have a housing capacity of 4, so we can literally only get 1 more worker anyway. Not necessarily the end of the world, but critically, there we go. We can actually assign that worker to go and do a little bit of chopping so that we can get a little bit more wood extraction underway, which is very, very nice. Now, I think that should be enough wood in order to upgrade the camp yet again. Don't worry, we're not just going to be upgrading the camp. It's going to unlock fishing. We're not going to be just upgrading the camp throughout the course of time. We are going to now have the opportunity to gather food, which is something that I am very excited about, but also we will unlock a plethora of different buildings again, which we will work on. Right, thank you very much for telling me how arrows work, video game. Not sure I really needed that tip. That's okay. We now have access to fish, and we have access to food. Food is quite an interesting resource in this game, because it directly ties into population growth. So I'm currently doing a little bit of fish extraction, which is fine. In order to upgrade the camp yet again, we need 80 wood and 80 food. It's going to unlock the woodcutter's hut and the fisherman's hut. Very, very useful indeed. I'm gonna get that required food. However, I'm going to talk very briefly about food security. We have 156 seconds of food security remaining, which gives us a population growth bonus of medium, which means we now have a population growth, at least registering on the table, of 0.64 per minute, which means that we're going to get like half a person every minute, so somebody every 2 minutes, which is not too bad. We can increase that by increasing our food security. That gives us a high population growth bonus, 0.75 per minute. But, of course, if I go ahead, and which is exactly what I'm gonna go and do, upgrade the camp, that will take our food security back down to low, which is absolutely not something that we want to do. Nice. We seem to have got a few more houses. Great. Let's get 2 workers assigned to working on the food situation. Don't get me wrong, we definitely need wood, but I need food more desperately because I really want to have a nice large food security bonus. So yep, let's do that. Also, the fishing hut. What do we need in order to build the fishing hut? Ooh, okay. If we build the fishing hut, that's going to give me 1 base fishing productivity, 2 max fishermen, plus 1,000 food storage. Now, at the moment, we can only, have 3 fishermen in any given, I say in any given location, in the fishing location. That's fine. It's not necessarily the end of the world, but it is definitely something to think of. Also, because I've now got a larger population, I'm going to need to stockpile more food in order to have more food security. So sorting out the fishing operation, I think, does seem like a fairly sensible first port of call. Also, there's a arrow up here. Lumber. Right, a lumber camp's going to cost me 240 and 240. Much the same way as fishing does. We can worry about that in a little bit, which is not necessarily a bad idea. Camp level 4 is also on the cards. Plus 2 workers, plus 1,750 max storage. Unlocks stone, unlocks the tavern, unlocks the wood cabin. You know what? I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to just get that done right now because I would love to get more workers. Yeah, I'm going to get those 2 workers assigned to fishing and also woodworking? It's not really woodworking. Wood lumbering. So what can we get? We can get a public house, a modest common house for your growing community to gather. Okay, plus 10% happiness bonus to resource gathering. Food storage, church, houses. Also, yeah, we do have happiness down here. That is currently at 100%. We'll see what that impacts in due course. The chief's house, or indeed the chef's house. No, pretty sure it's the chief. A modest home for the community leader unlocks the quarry, unlocks hunting, unlocks carpenter. Fine. And then lumber. Nothing's changed there, but we might get like a lumber hut if we unlock lumber first. And we also have the ability now to extract stone, which is pretty darn nice. Okay, here's what I think we need to do. We need to pretty rapidly get 160 fish. I think that's pretty important. Also, the camp cannot be upgraded any further. So this is clearly like the highest level of camp that we are able to get. And we're going to have to build, I don't know, like public houses or whatever. Yeah, we're going to have to build public houses, etc. in order to expand further. It's not necessarily a problem. It is just food for thought, literally and figuratively, I suppose. Good news, we have got enough to build this fishing hut. I'm going to just immediately go and do it because the +1 to productivity is going to be kind of great. Research unlocked. We'll deal with that in a second. Look at that. +6 fish. So, whereas workers used to only give me 1 fish, they now give me 2 fish. And in fact, my clicking or my holding down the mouse button now gives +2 fish as well. So, wowzers. That's a real bonus. And in fact, if we're able to get that upgraded again, I would like that a lot. 2,000 food? Okay, that's maybe going to require a little bit of effort. Yeah, thank you. Why are you telling me this again, video game? I don't need to be told this again. You going to tell me about lumber again? Yeah, amazing. Great, fantastic. We will get lumber, though. We've also unlocked research. Very, very cool. Cool, what do we got? We've got table of contents, fishing huts, and then we've got, yeah, some research here. So, research I think we can access 2 ways. We can either access it through that book up in the top right-hand corner, or indeed we can research directly from the building. We only have a couple of research objectives available to us at the moment. Extra food storage. I don't know what our food storage is at the moment. 3,250? Okay, not terrible. We can get an additional 1,000 food storage. That's fine. What I think we probably want to do is plus 10% fishing production, skilled labor multiplier. Hell yeah, and that's only going to cost me 500 food. So that is going to make the extraction of fish more efficient, and there is pretty much no reason not to do that, as I see it. Yeah, definitely getting that productivity multiplier, or the productivity bonus, I should say, is really, really great. We've also just nabbed ourselves an extra worker. You know what? I'm going to throw them directly into fishing. I think this is a good thing to do. Let's go grab this. Right, now we're up to 8.8. Okay, so we basically get an extra free fish on every cycle. May not seem like a lot, but it means that we can be a little bit more aggressive with our food situation. And also, look at that. I've got I produced 2.2 as well, which is pretty darn good. Okay, we need to take our food security back up to somewhere relatively decent. We have got a population of 18. We've got a housing capacity of 28, so there's a nice little bit of buffer there. So basically, we want to get to a position where even if I start spending, food recklessly on different buildings, we want to make sure that that we will always be food secure. That's really the objective here, which is fine. Right, happiness still at 100%, nothing too crazy there. Yeah, making sure that our population is growing at all times is just absolutely critical. Right, we're into high growth now. That's perfect. That's really, really good. Okay, 2,000 is, it's possible, but there's pretty much no reason why we should do that yet. I think I'm going to go and get lumber because that is going to give me, a productivity increase. Absolutely no reason not to get better value for money. We've also got some research now, which is pretty nice. Fast travel to a resource location by clicking on its icon. Okay. Here you can see the max population. There's no penalty for reaching your housing limit. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right. Do I want to immediately get this? I think I do. No reason not to. Does take down my food security a little bit, so maybe that's reason to avoid it. But hey, Right, let's put that extra worker back into wood. Having enough surplus food will provide you a low, medium, or high population multiplier. Yeah, I know, video game. I know. I've explained it already to the viewer that is watching this. So, yes, thank you for reminding me. Okay, public house, 300 food, 450 wood, 150 stone. I mean, do I need to start actually investing in stone? I think I probably do. Probably want to get the chief's house first. We don't need any houses at the moment. The public house is the pub. I love a pub, but I think in order to build the pub in a successful way, we should probably make an attempt to get stone unlocked, quarrying unlocked, and the way that we do that is through the chief's house. 150 stone, here we come. Right, well that didn't take very long at all. Let's go and nab it. Sure. Okay. Make sure that we are... There we go. Getting just a little bit more food. Right, most buildings have unique research which can greatly improve your growing town. Thank you very much. And we've also got... Ooh, hunting. Yeah, so that's going to give me even more food over here. 400, 200, plus 2 base hunting productivity, plus 2 max hunters. 2 base hunting productivity. Okay, so hunters and hunting might very well be the most efficient way to do business. A small house where a team of workers crafts basic wooden products. Fine. And let's have a little look at the chief's house here. Sorry, the mayor's house. 3,000, 2,100. Okay, that's far too sophisticated. But plus 1 personal click power to all resource gathering. Yeah. No brainer getting that, I think. Let's do it. So that now gives me 3.2. That is real nice. I kind of want to put somebody into extracting stone. I mean, I don't love the fact that I'm only getting, like, 1 stone here. Yeah, maybe actually we should just put you into there for now. Yeah, until we can get hunting, which I think will honestly be quite soon. I need to sort out quarrying. Where's quarrying? Quarrying's over here. Right. 1,300 food. Yeah, that is good. Plus 1 base stone productivity, plus 2 max stone workers, plus 3,000 stone storage. That's fine and all, but it's no hunting. Hunting is definitely, I think, the best value that we can get right now. So I think for now, for the very, very short term, I will do the quarry extraction, the stone extraction manually, so that we can get the resources that we need, and then we can press on and get the quarry done once we've developed a little bit more of a decent food operation. Let's try. Boom. Let's do it. Okay, so we now get 4. I mean, that is absolutely outrageous. Right, so let's turn down all the workers there and stick them into here. Fantastic. Right, so how much is that? 15 food apiece? That is really, really good. And can we actually get some research? Plus 10%? Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any reason not to do that. Because that now means that we get 17 food. Oh boy. That's good. And if I was to upgrade... Yeah, it's ridiculously expensive, but if I was to upgrade... Well, we could. But we're not going to. Because we'd have to save up. In fact, would we even be able to do that? 10,000 food? No, we've only got 4,500 max storage capacity. Okay, carpenter. No, you know what? I think it is time that we actually do need to... We do need to knuckle down and just get quarrying done. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any other choice. Although, also, the public house gives me happiness bonuses. Let's maybe build that first before we build the quarry. Because we're going to need a large quantity of stone. But for now, we're just sort of like building all of these little operations kind of like abstractly. Hey, great. A new person that we can assign. I will assign you to working in the stone for now. We will deal with that in just a second. Right, public house. What do we got? Upgrade, totally unfeasible. Shop, plus 10% happiness for 120 seconds. Drinks on me. 400 food. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, that takes me up to 120% happiness. The tavern gives the 20% bonus from... What is the... Does the tavern give a natural 10% bonus? I guess it must be a 10% natural bonus, and then we got another 10% coming from the drinks on me buff. What about research-wise? What can we do? 1 extra wood and stone production. Why would I not take that? That seems like an absolute no-brainer. Plus 8 max population. I guess I can take that, but, like, why would I need to? I'm kind of like... I'm okay for food at the moment. I'm okay for population at the moment. I'm okay for houses, but I still have a little bit of growth that the population can endure before we need to actually increase our housing capacity. Also, we now have access to dwellings over here. Yeah, carpenter. Yeah, maybe we want to get the carpenter up and running. The church. What does the church do? A quaint chapel to help keep evil at bay. 10% happiness bonus. That's actually not the craziest idea in the world. And it's also not that challenging for us to do. So that might end up getting done a bit before some other stuff, which I wouldn't really hate. Right, quarry, 1,300 food. I am unhappy about the fact that I am going to be spending 1,300 food, but I'm also coming to the distinct conclusion that we can't really get around spending an absolute arm and a leg on food whenever the need arises. Let's put you into there. Yes, I know that I can get the quarry stuff, but I don't think I really want to quite yet, because that'll put me down. Put me down a dark rabbit hole. 2,000 wood storage. Anything else that I want to get? Oops. Anything else that I want to get right now? No, I don't care about the wood storage. Doesn't really matter to me. 8 max population. It's pretty cheap for an upgrade. Oh, our humble campsite can no longer support our growing community. We decided to replace it with a town square to unite our settlement. Build a town square and reach 1,000 population. Okay, that's cool. Okay, great. I've got another upgrade for the camp. 3,000 food. That's actually remarkably affordable, but not something that I'm going to jump on until my population has grown to a higher degree. 6.54 per minute. That is really, really good. That is quite substantial. So that's going to give me 2 additional workers per minute. And we only have like a minute of growth until we hit our housing capacity here. That's going to be 2 extra workers. Well, thanks to the magic of editing, we can skip forward in time to when I have a full population. Right, I've let things run for a little bit. I'm not super far away from the population cap. Also, just noticed that it has changed. My next worker is at the 9 population milestone. So that's actually a little bit further away than I would like. Not necessarily the end of the world, but hey-ho. Ah, the stone quarry has moved over here. That's a little bit of a pain in the backside. That's okay, though. Let's get one more worker in there. And let's get another worker in there. Do I want to go for... I want to go for an upgrade there, or do I want to go for an upgrade here? 10,000? That's too much. That's too much. 3,000 food in order to upgrade the town square. Unlocks roads, unlocks the iron mine, removes the camp. I kind of would like that, but you know what? I kind of like the carpenter as well. Carpenter is like a small upgrade. I don't know what this is going to do for us. An upgraded workshop for tools to make furniture. What do you do? Research? Oh, yes. Yes, please. 1 extra wood production. Absolute no-brainer. Let's do it. So this requires iron. 2 extra wood production. 5% to resource gathering. Right. Leader's abode. Ooh, I haven't checked this out yet. And in fact, some of these upgrades might unlock. A construction advisor will notify you when you can afford to upgrade a building. Yeah, I'll take that. Sure. Okay, construction advisor provides convenient construction information, quick access to building menu. Okay, thank you very much. Aha, I can see now. The chapel can be constructed. The camp cannot be constructed. That is fine. Upgrade unavailable. Potential upgrade. Cool, 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 cool. Does this do research as well? So dwellings can be built then. Nice to note. But it doesn't say anything about research. Okay, it's fine. It's okay, it's fine. Yeah, anything else that we can get? Plus 2 max woodworkers. I don't think we need any more woodworkers, to be honest, at the moment. Stone production. Yeah, I think we'll get that. Because it will just improve our stone returns over the course of time. Plus 2 max hunting workers, actually. Yeah, there's pretty much no reason why we shouldn't be doing that. Because hunting is absolutely the best way to get meat and food for us at the moment. I really do not think there is any reason not to. And critical success does give a 2% chance of critical successing when personally harvesting. I will get that. I will get that. I don't think it's super important, but I will do it. And that is pretty much all of the upgrades at the carpenter. That is fine. Carpenter is an interesting building. Carpenter level 2, market level 2. Yeah, we don't have that yet. That's fine. Right, so what is it that we are looking to do? Tavern heaviness. That's fine. Church. I think we get the church, you know. I think we get the church. 2,000 woods. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Does that change anything? I don't think that changes anything for anywhere. Yeah, these markers could be so much more useful if they told me of, like, research. Research milestones. That's okay, though. No matter. Right, what is it that I'm actually trying to go for now? I mean, we'll need to get our food back up to where it once was. Yeah, we'll assign you to fishing. Unfortunately, we are maxed out on hunting, which is great. I want to see what a critical success looks like. With a 2% chance, that's like a 1 in... What, like a 1 in 50? Oh, there we go. Like a 1 in 50 gives us 60 food. That's kind of nice. So if we click, I don't know, 2 times a second maybe, it should take us like 30 seconds. Like roughly, should take us like 25. Yeah, like 25. Every 25 seconds or so, we should get a critical hit. If I'm sort of like personally doing this. Right, Heaven's Blessing is a shop item. Baptismal font, 20% birth rate speed. Wait, where the heck is this? This is all in the church. Okay. 3 extra fishing production for 120 seconds. 20% birth speed rate. I will take that. And then this we can't do because we don't have coin. Okay. Yoink. Thank you very much. Church, it has been worth it. So even with small food bonus, 3.35 per minute. That is not too shabby. That is not too shabby. Right, with that in mind, I think I probably want to get the camp upgraded. Or whatever, the town square upgraded. See what it becomes. Right, food is up to where it needs to be. Growth is at 6.79. Dwellings, how expensive are the dwellings, actually? You know what? Let's actually build the dwellings, because we can get the dwellings and the square. But the dwellings will what? Increase my housing capacity up to 120, which is not too shabby. Puts us in quite a good position. That fishing hut can also be upgraded. I did know that. I did know that, but I think we want to... upgrade the camp. Yeah, let's do it. I know it's going to absolutely shred my food security, but it'll be worth it. Hey, look, we got a proper town square now. What are the roads going to do? I think the roads are quite big. Yeah, look at that. +1 extra to all resource gathering. So, you know, you don't need me to tell you twice. That is absolutely the top priority. Plus, that has enabled the construction of an iron mine, which I am very, very, very interested in doing. Yeah. That's nice. Build the town square and reach 100 population. It's like a little swamp up here as well. Okay, don't know what is eventually going to end up over there, but it's basically all food. That is kind of what we need right now. So I think I'm just going to save up for food. I'm going to save up 3,000 food. I'm going to build the roads. And then after that, I am going to build the iron mine. Well, I've just bought the road and completely coincidentally, time-wise, also reached 100 population, which is very, very nice. It's good. Feels good. Feels fine. Next population milestone is 200. That's fine. We can work towards that. 2,200 food. I'm literally just about to grab that right now. Is the iron mine actually that critical? I'm not sure. Research that I unlock. Unfortunately, nothing that is outside of the iron mine. We do have a blacksmith. Construct sturdy tools for improved production. Now, I would be interested in that. So, if I mine here, that just straight up gives me iron ingots or iron ores or whatever. So we don't have to process them. That's fine. I probably do want to try and rush a blacksmith, don't I? Yeah, 1,800 iron is a fairly large amount of iron to get my hands on, but I think it's probably worth us doing that before anything else, just so that I can see the access, the upgrade tree. Roads pretty good, but require another, I mean, absolute ton of resources. So yeah, I think iron mine, good. Blacksmith, gonna be even better. Let's save up to get a blacksmith. Well, the goods have been secured. It is time to grab the blacksmith. Let's do it, and let's see what we're going to be able to get. Right, multipliers, multiplier-based production, extras are added afterwards. Base times multipliers plus extras. Okay, thank you. I think that was fairly self-explanatory, but we got it. Right, let's see what we can get. I presume that we are going to be doing stuff through the research tech tree, plus 15% resource gathering. Yeah. I absolutely will take that. Okay, 2,700. 2,700 iron is quite a lot, unfortunately. Can we get wood level 2, blacksmith level 2? So yeah, we can get upgrades to some of our existing buildings by using the blacksmith, but not quite yet. Okay. Also, is that an upgrade for fishing that I saw? I've got 2 workers spare. I'm at max cap there. Let's put another worker into here. Iron mine. Let's go and see if we can try and nab the research. Plus 50% iron production. Yeah. That's huge. That's absolutely monstrous. In fact, that's so gargantuanly big that I'm absolutely gonna go for it immediately. There we go. Sturdy tools. Yeah. Oh no, hold on. Yeah, we can get this. 1,002. Yeah, we can get the upgrade. It's just not level 2 upgrade. Okay. Great. Don't know why I didn't see that there earlier. Either way, starting with iron is really not a bad idea. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. All those tools are upgraded. Can I get... Oh, sturdy hunting tools. Sturdy hunting tools. Now we're talking. Also, we are at population cap. So if I can get some better dwellings. 6,500 woods. What about an upgrade to the town square? No. Not really. Not at all. Hold on. The pub has an upgrade. A cheap upgrade, which allows us to increase our population by 8. It doesn't cost very much, but we can do it. We can do it. Town guards. How do we build the town guards? 8,000, 8,000, 2,000, 2,000. Yeah, it's fine. It's not a huge amount, but it's gonna take us a little while to get to that point. Not a problem. I can be upgrading all of these buildings as well. Blacksmith, the roads, etc., the iron mine. I just don't think that that's really the priority. I still think the priority is the hunting lodge. Speaking of, how do I get this upgraded? 10,000, 10,000. What's the max cap that we have? 9,000, 9,000. We could maybe do this. We could maybe get this upgraded. 4,500. No, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of resources. Let's get the tools, right? Let's get the tools first. 1,500. We'll get the tools for the hunting lodge first. There we go. Good. Research. Yeah, so we'll do that. That will give me increased hunting efficiency. So we now get 49 food apiece, which is great. That means that we're always going to be in positive territory, which is fantastic. The dwellings, 6,700. That kind of makes me think that, yeah, we should get some... Oops. We should get some more wood. Yes, absolutely, categorically, we should do that. But we should also probably make some wood-related improvements. Probably thinking the tools as well. The tools would be pretty decent to get. I'm also thinking that before we do any of those upgrades, we do want to get the dwellings upgraded, because having all of this food and not being able to... 6,700. Having all of the food in the world and not being able to actually utilize it to convert to a newer population, a new and bigger population, it's a little bit of a shame. It's a little bit of a shame. Right, dwellings, build, upgrade. Let's do it. Where does that take our housing up to? 196? Not terrible. Not terrible. And I didn't even realize there, but we unlock an alchemist. Cramped shank with vials of cauldron for basic potions. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. What do we got down here? We got a farm. I don't think I actually need food. 4 base farm productivity? Okay, that maybe makes me change my mind. The town guards have been on the cards for a little while, but yeah, not really be doing a whole lot. Let's go and grab some more wood bonuses. 2 max woodworkers, maybe. Maybe, but I think what we are more interested in at this moment is getting the wood tools bonus. So we'll get the iron that is required for that. Was it 1275 or something, or was it 175? I can't actually remember. There we go. We got it, and I will throw that extra worker into the new and improved wood extraction zone. What's the... I was going to say, what's the base upgrade cost? It's quite a lot. That is really, really, really flipping large. The good news is that each and every time our food goes down, whenever we spend our food, we are pretty much immediately getting all of that population growth bonus back, which is really, really great. Nothing that we can get in here in the chief's house. This is quite cheap to unlock the library. I think we get this. Well, that didn't take very long at all. Let's go get the mayor's house upgraded. Thank you. What research have we got? Working at a location gives workers a 20% inspiration buff. Yes, I will get that if I can. 20% productivity is nothing to sniff at, you know? Also, 10% personal gathering power. Okay. Library. What do we need in order to build you? 2,700, 2,700, 2,700. Okay, fine. And what was that versus the alchemist? Marginally cheaper. And the farm, way more, way more expensive. The town guards, we've not really unlocked, not really looked at this yet, but we can get a little army up and running, which is something that I would be interested in doing. I'm not necessarily sure that I would be interested in doing it right now. But I think there are bonuses, but I also do believe that we can get plundered, and I'd rather not be plundered, I guess. Completely forgot, by the way, that I could get an upgrade to the wood production through the carpenter. Yeah, let's get both of those. Right, so that will give me a really significant improvement to wood gathering. Yeah, great. See, it's just the research. I feel like there should definitely be a better way to identify if there's research available. It's all very good and well if I can see, oh, I can upgrade this, etc. But I need to be able to see research. Let's actually not put you in there. Let's put you in here. What about the quarry upgrade? 9,000. I mean, we can pretty much do that. We can pretty much do all of that. We are producing so much flipping food. It's so good. So good. I do think if we did get the farm, that would be more efficient. Should I try and get the farm? I don't think I want to. Let's build the alchemist. We'll build the alchemist, and then I'm also going to tweak this a little bit. Quarry could do with some upgraded tools. 700 stone. Yeah. We will get there. We'll get the 700 additional stone. Farm. Yeah, I think we're going to try and get the farm. What did I build in the alchemist shop? Plus 50% wood for 120 seconds. I'll do it. I'll do it. Timber growth potion. Nice. Any research that we can immediately benefit from? Are these the most consequential upgrades that I could possibly purchase? Literally free production bonus? Hell yeah. That is absolutely amazing. That is really, really good. And we can see that we've got additional wood growth for a little while, which is perfect. It's really nice. Plus 2 max woodworkers. Kind of interested in taking that, to be honest. And I think I'll also take the additional storage there. Plus, I think I'm going to get the extra food storage here, just because that's going to get me above the 10,000 cap, which is going to be quite useful, I think, in due course. Right, yep. We've seen to that. We've got that dealt with. 10 guards. Still too expensive. Still too expensive. I think we got to build a library next, just in case there is something truly valuable here. The other thing that I was going to check is what do we need in order to upgrade our dwellings? Too far out of reach. Same with that. Mayor's house is already up at level 2. Some buildings require, what the heck is that? Blueprints? Blueprints will unlock as we progress further into the game. Okay. Yeah, I will get that. So now, if we work here, we are at 25 production currently. However, if I work and I inspire my workers, then now it will maintain plus 30 for an extra 20 seconds afterwards. That's not too shabby. Oh, great. We hit 200 population. Our hamlets blossomed, so too did our problems. Before long, we encountered some violent creatures in the area, and it was decided we needed guards to protect us. Build a guardhouse and train 5 guards. Okay, so I basically don't have a choice anymore. I have to get this this guardhouse up and running. Good news is I'm not a million miles away from it. I think I still want to prioritize the library first. Hence why it's really important that I do my little bit over here. Because I think the library is going to give us bonuses that end up affecting, you know, like the entire hamlet, which is quite nice. So we like to see. Right, library. Let's do it. Let's get it built. So, Scribe's house. Advance the quests to unlock. Okay, research. Research advisor will notify you when new research is available. Okay, great. I love it. I love that. That is super useful. I will absolutely buy that. Research unlocked, research affordable. Amazing. Amazing. So, plus 2 global resource harvesting. Yeah, you could say that is amazing. That is absolutely amazing, and I'm absolutely going to do it. Apprenticeships is fantastic. I love research. I love the fact that I can now also see when the research is available. That's great. Okay. Any other research that I want to get done? So there's research available here. I was going to say it's probably going to be the food storage, probably going to be the max. I mean, these are so cheap. Fishing tools are 1,000 a piece. I won't worry about that for now. What have you got? 10% personal resource gathering power. I think I will do that. Might as well. I also need to make sure that I'm actually always sort of contributing, even minimally, to anything, so that it will just get a nice little bonus. Quarry, what have you got over here? Stone, max workers. Yeah. That's fine. We'll leave that as is. Blacksmith, yes, blacksmith. What do we got? 15% global, plus 15% resource gathering global research multiplier. Yes, I think I would like that. What do we need? 2,700 iron to make it happen? Sure. And the church Heaven's Blessing. 3 extra fishing production. I don't really care about that. Unlocks a soup kitchen policy plus 10% happiness bonus. Oh, that needs gold. Gold, I don't think can be unlocked until we get, like, the town square to another level, or maybe it's something in the mayor's home that we need to get upgraded. But we're not quite there yet, for whatever reason. Ooh, fishing hut. I'm not even sure that I'm that bothered, to be honest. I'm not sure that I'm that bothered about the fishing hut. Farm? Yeah, you know what? I'll do this because we've maxed out these two resources just by chatting about it. Ooh, now we can select wheat. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take workers out of fishing, stick them into fielding, and then let's go and check out upgrades here. So, what's the production? Production per worker is higher in the farm already. Yeah, so absolutely, totally vindicated by doing this. The farm is also a pretty good building all around. I'm going to get that to give me more farm space. And then we should... Yeah, no, actually, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. So it's worth doing. I will want to get this bit of research. Yeah, plus 50% farm production. Because if I get plus 50% farm production, then that will put the farm production at a higher rate of food per worker than hunting. So it's worth doing, and then moving a couple of workers over there. But for now, I'm going to be saving for this, the Watchman's Post. We have to get there. We have to do it. Well, we've got the skills to pay the bills. Let's build the Watchman's Post, shall we? So, we have now got ourselves some guards. We've got some basic weapons. In fact, a lot of different upgrades that give us attack damage, combat defense, etc. We also now have access to this over here. This is a little military screen, which shows us our military stats. Right, we can recruit soldiers. Cost per soldier, 600 food, 100 iron. Let's do it. I know 3. Percentage of conscription is 1.8. I mean, how many... Okay, we don't want to do that. We want to have 11 soldiers. We want to have no effect on happiness, basically. I mean, that cost me a fair amount of resources to deploy, but it seems fine. Upkeep cost per soldier, total upkeep cost. That's fine. And then, so we should see enemies sort of like sauntering towards us. We're in the process of training 5 guards, so we're getting onto that. A market, yes. Unlocks financial upgrades? Yes, I would like that a lot. That would be brilliant. Also, what's my population cap? 244 at the moment. The market has been built. It unlocks financial rewards. What can we get here? Nothing really. That's kind of interesting. A warehouse. Plus 10,000 food, wood, stone, and iron storage. So that is really going to make a pretty considerable difference to what we are able to do. Got 2 guards. Farm. We're waiting for the 50% farm workers to come through. That's fine. Quarry. I think I will take sturdy tools there, actually. Getting more production is absolutely worthwhile. Also, this road... No. Not buildable. Not yet. It will be soon. It will be soon, but not yet. And I'm just not bothered about either of those things. Yeah, so when it said this would allow me to unlock upgrades. What's this here? No. Yeah, unlock monetary upgrades. What does that mean? What does that even mean? Because we don't have monetary upgrades. I don't have monetary upgrades that are actually here. Yeah, bummer. Oh, well. Base hunting productivity, max hunters. Nah, I mean, look, now that we've got the farm up and running, right? We probably should not be messing around with hunting. Because if we do, then we will end up... We'll end up with some issues. Do I need to do anything here? I don't think I need to do anything. We're going to get the... I was going to say, we're going to get the 5th guard literally momentarily. While out foraging in the forest, a young couple spotted a small group of goblins approaching the town. We had only a short while to make sure you were ready. Defend your village. Okay, as you can see, a few goblins are coming. We've got 10 total attack, 100 total HP. It's probably going to be fine, isn't it? We're probably going to survive the goblin onslaught just because it is the first time that it's happened, you know? I mean, what can you expect? Anyway, give me the resource multiplier that allows me to get more resources across the world. It's pretty good. Population, 2.8 per minute at the moment. Yeah, I don't really love that stat. But we'll make it work. And still continuing to train guards, which don't come out, by the way, of the worker population. They are just part of the other population, which I think is completely alright. Fishing hut. Maybe we can upgrade to fishing hut. Maybe I just do this. I mean, it's pretty cheap. Yeah, sure. Upgrade to fishing hut. What does that put the workers on? Per worker is 9.5 now. That's still not bad, is it? It's not bad at all. It's not quite as good, but we can definitely push this up. I don't hate that at all. Any upgrades in the carpenter that I need to be on the lookout for? Can I even just get the carpenter leveled up? What am I leveling up next? That's the real question. I mean, do I just build the warehouse? Is that what I'm doing? I guess I'm building the warehouse. So that gives me the ability to now store 29, 21, 19,000 and 19,000 resources. That's a hell of a lot of resources. Huge number of resources. Global resource harvesting. Yep. And then that needs to have a quest. Flippin' heck. Okay. Yeah. Well, goblins are about to attack 10 seconds away or so, which is lovely. Let's see what that yields us. There we go. They are now engaged in a skirmish. As you can see, my troops are fighting valiantly. Beautiful. Shortly after encounter with the goblin soldiers from our old home, Ashencroft arrived demanding we pay taxes. We fled Ashencroft to avoid the endless war and corruption, but we were in no position to defy them. Acquire gold across the river and pay the soldiers' demands. Okay, you can see the special effects of the ongoing modifier here. Unjust foreign tax, minus 10% to all production, minus 10% to happiness. I'm not happy with that. So where's the gold? A rope bridge? Okay. 13,000 and 7,000 in order to build this. Where the heck are we going to find the gold over here? This does not look like a very gold-rich environment, but I'm not sure that I would know very much about a gold-rich environment. That's alright, though. Alright, soldier attack damage, soldier defense damage. I mean, we're probably going to be attacked by further goblins, etc. But for now, we just have to be happy. Let's build... Let's build nothing. Let's build nothing until we've got the bridge set up. I will put my extra worker into fish. Is that really what I want to do? I think I kind of do. Like, I'm not really that bothered about building anything other than this rope bridge. And I can't kind of help but thinking doing anything else other than sort of like saving resources, it's just going to be a little bit of a distraction for doing that. 10,000 wood, 4,500, 4,500. I've just got a soft spot. I got a soft spot for this hunting lodge up here. The fact that there was such a jump between fishing and hunting is really, 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 really good. Okay. Let's get slightly more food. There we go. That's enough. Also, how far are we from our population cap? 5.57. Let's do it. Okay, a gold mine. Yes, please. What do we need for a gold mine? 18,000, 18,000, 13,500. Okay, quite a lot. Quite a lot. And that is why we needed the warehouse, because the warehouse allows us to increase everything. Storage of everything by, like, a huge amount. Military upkeep is 22. Total consumption is 48. That's okay. That's fine. I don't think we need to build the gold mine immediately. I think we need to build a few other things. I think we need to save up some resources and then build the gold mine. I don't know how quickly we're going to be able to get gold out of the ground. I'd wager not overly quickly. I don't really care about soldier attack or defense. Stone capacity, max stone workers. I'm not really that bothered about any of it. Church. Still not that bothered. Yeah. 10 square. Maybe we do 8,000 resource storage, happiness bonus. The happiness bonus would be nice. But I think we can actually wait. Like, I don't think that needs to be done right now. It's actually a relatively cheap upgrade. The sturdy tools is good. Yeah. Everything else, bit meh. Bit meh. Maybe this? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. It's pretty cheap, relatively speaking. Food we're doing pretty good for. Let's go and give you a little boost. Let's go and give you a little boost as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe sort of completely unintentionally, we are now sort of all in on saving for a gold mine. That seems kind of a bit pathetic, to be honest, and feel like we should really be able to come up with something else. Give me the town square upgrade. Sure. It's going to change things. It's going to make everything look a little bit nicer. And we're going to see the next upgrade. Ooh, work teams unlocked. Each worker now represents a small team. Plus 20% worker production. Scales with population. Plus 10% happiness. Thanks to sanitation. Ah. There's the problem. 31,000 stone. That is what we call a lot of stone. That is what we call a lot of stone. I can't even... In fact, no, I could. Plus 2 max stone workers, because that's dirt cheap. And then throw in another little bit of work power over there. Yeah. So where does that leave us? Also, no more goblins. No more nothing. Oh, inspired. The farm's inspired. Great. And now the hunting operation's inspired. Things you love to see. Things you love to see. Mayor's house. What can we do? I feel like there's not much that we can get access to right now. Like, there's no more... It's not much that we can upgrade. Blueprints, that's, it's kind of off the cards for now. It's kind of off the cards for now. Dwellings, can't really do that until we get gold. I guess we do kind of need gold. Okay, well, fine, video game, if that's what you want me to do. I will save up, and then I will get all of the gold operations going in the small gold mine. Well, good news. We're kind of capped out on most resources, apart from iron at the present moment. There's also a little army of skeletons coming, a pack of skeletons. I don't know how many that is. But most importantly, we've got the resources needed to get the gold mine up and running. And we can assign a brand new worker. Thank you. To the gold mine. Fantastic. Some quests require resources to be paid. Yep, don't worry. We will do that. What do we get? Sturdy tools, gold storage, improved work, plus 5% to all production, plus 10% to gold production. I mean, market day is what we want, right? That is really good. Okay. Yeah, we will need to we'll need to up our stuff on gold. I think, yeah. I think gold is probably going to be the thing that we try and funnel as many workers into for now. We're pretty much up at max food, which is great. Gold, what did gold allow? What did gold allow the construction of? No, I still don't care about that. Gold allowed the construction of something very specific. 22,000 stone. I mean, we're not a million miles away from this. 9,000 gold is quite a lot of gold. Can we even store 9,000? Yeah, we absolutely can. We absolutely can. 2,000 stone storage. Yeah, we might take that. We might take that. We might take that sooner than thought. I'll get skilled labor Upgrade for farm. Oh. I have no idea how much firepower this enemy has. Almost certainly we've got like an upgrade that will allow us to tell how many enemies are coming at us. We're now training enemies. Still going at it. Yeah, we're training our people back up, and also we can... There we go. We can get up to... We get up to a better, higher population milestone. That seems pretty important. Flipping these skeletons, man. They keep going at us. There we go. Victory against 12 skeletons. Defenders killed. Civilians lost 0. Enemies killed. Yeah, fine. Great. That's what we like. Now, I am thinking, if we end up repaying early, if we end up repaying the king of the other country early, then I suspect that we're probably gonna, just saying, probably gonna get saddled with another quest from the king. Because I think the king is probably going to become even more onerous in his demands, which I would rather not deal with. Thank you. Carpenter, can you be upgraded? See, nothing can really be upgraded. There's not a whole bunch of... Not a whole bunch of stuff that we can... Not a whole bunch of stuff that we can really get. That I particularly care about. 2 max iron workers. Great. Lovely. Yeah, so we need to farm, maybe? Farm upgrades? Base productivity, farm workers? I don't... Food is, ironically, one of the things that I just don't really need right now. We're kind of okay for food. What was the dwelling upgrade? Can we get dwelling upgrade 9,000 gold? I mean, that's just not really feasible. I mean, if we don't need food, then we should probably just crank out workers out of there. Stick them into here. Are we still positive? Yeah, we're still, like, ludicrously positive. So, let's do that. Yeah, that puts us in a positive situation. Positive food position. Not a majorly positive food position, but definitely better than nothing. Right, so in terms of the immediate upgrade that we need to get, I think I would like to get roads first. If we can afford it, that would be great. That would be really, really good. Quarry, you know what? Let's get plus 2,000 stone. Let's just do it. It's pretty cheap. We're going to hit the stone cap if we don't get that rolled out. So that's fine. 9,000 gold. Here we come. We're going to get roads upgraded. Well, mission accomplished. We've got 9,000 gold. Do I want to spend the 10,000 on repaying the king? Or do I want to invest in roads, which make it even easier to make pretty much all of these improvements in the future? Obviously, I want to improve. I want to spend some wood here. Soup kitchen? Sure. So that's a policy. Policy is new. We can enable this. Policy stay active for as long as you can afford them. Food consumption is plus 10%, but we get plus 10% happiness bonus, plus 10% food consumption. I mean, that's fine. We're still positive in terms of food production anyway, because, well, our net change has actually increased from the last time that we looked because of that road bonus. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not complaining about that. That's looking pretty good. Upgrades to the market, plus 5% to all production. Yes. That's good. We will do that. And now, where's my food production? Yeah, my food production's up at like 18.9. That's not too bad. And the great news is that all of those upgrades that I've just gotten will impact gold as well. So roads, better roads mean more gold production, and also global production multipliers will impact gold production, which is really, really great. I think we're probably going to save up and get the king taken care of now. Yeah, I think that's the sort of sensible thing. Maybe we just get this. Sure, I'll just get it. I mean, it's 2,000 food. It's hardly going to break the bank, but it was kind of kicking around. Let's yoink you down there, and then let's get that yoinked into there, because we might as well not waste any of that productivity. And in fact, let's put you into there so that we can get even more gold. Yeah, I think we repay the king. I think it's just that simple. Well, the king better be happy. I've got the 12k. Just calling it now, I'm almost certain that... I'm almost certain there's going to be bigger requirements. I'm clearly surprised that we had managed to pay their outrageous demands. The Ashenholt soldiers departed. At the same time, our newfound gold mine brought fresh prosperity to the villagers. Okay, great. We need to reach 400 population. The way that we reach 400 population is tied up with the dwellings. Greatly increases housing capacity. Okay, so 9,000 iron is really what we require. And actually, we can get ourselves an upgrade here. I will get an upgrade. We'll do that, because that will allow me to assign... Ooh, what do we got? Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, there's a huge army of rats approaching. An army of rats? If rats can be in an army form, I don't really know. Let's go. Oh yeah, we've got the soup kitchen ongoing. 10% happiness, bonus food consumption. That's fine. Let's reduce that down to... Sure, we still have net change. And then let's throw in all of these workers into sticking iron in. That'd be really good, because iron is kind of the limiting factor that we need for everything, I think, actually, at the present moment. Yeah, we really do. Am I happy with this distribution? I am happy with this distribution. 2 in wood, 6 out of 7 in stone, 1 in hunting. Maybe we want to change that around. No, I think we still do want a little bit of food, but there's no point in having... There's no point in having a lot at the moment when we simply just don't need any population growth at all. So, I'm just not gonna worry about that. Absolutely no big deal. Ooh, we're starting to get some more upgrades here. 20,000 iron storage capacity. That's pretty mega, to be honest. That is pretty mega. So the quest has now reached 400 population. Now, we're going to have to pivot back to food in just a sec, but we'll get the dwellings upgraded. That's nice. That's us up to 376. I don't think I can get to 400 without... I don't think I can get to 4... Yeah, how do I do this? How do I get blueprints? That's new. I don't know how that works. Okay, maybe change attack. Maybe the town square is kind of what we're after. 144,000 for roads level 3. That's not happening. Blacksmith. Blacksmith we could get done. Yeah, so blacksmith we could get done. The carpenter we can probably get done. Yep, carpenter. And the blacksmith we can get done. Library, that's a no-no. Warehouse, we can, but there's no real point. Small market, that's not happening either. Farm, could do, but again, I don't feel like that's the point. So yeah, we are going to probably put a little bit more into our food production. Quarrying. Yeah, I'm actually going to get that upgraded as well, because we're going to need some quarry improvements. Just the fact that we get better value for each individual worker that is working in the quarry is just so important. So that's really good. Let's get that little mini map out again. Yeah, I think I'm just really not sure what it is that we actually want to get here. Yeah, I realize, by the way, that we don't have any food security at all, which is going to be a bit problematic when... There we go. Building up. Can we get... storage capacity? Yeah, we should get this. We should get the farm tool improvement. Yeah, I realize that we basically have no food security at the moment, which is bad for a large population, because we want to try and get a large population, because now we've got access to all the houses. But I don't really know what it is that we want to specifically get unlocked next. So I feel like kind of just want to leave things as they are at the moment. Let's build up a Let's build up a little bit of a stockpile. And once we've assembled, I don't know, a decent number of resources, we can come back, have a little look, and see what it is that we want to do with them. Well, I've just let things sort of tick away in the background a little bit. We're almost at max gold here, but we can afford a couple of upgrades. We can afford upgrade to the blacksmith, actually. Might end up doing that. But I think we're going to get the town square unlocked. So work teams, each worker represents a small team, plus 20% worker production. Let's go and see how this ends up working out. This is kind of curious. So what, we've got... What does that actually change? I mean, we get additional happiness, which is nice. We get the nice production bonus. Locks immigration policies, plus 10% happiness to sanitation. Okay. Great, so the workers represent small teams. But does that change anything? I don't know if that actually, like, changes anything at all for us. Okay. Great, I suppose. Yeah, I don't think it does. We now need blueprints in order to upgrade again. In blueprints, an extra worker. That's great. Good timing. Let's put you into quarrying there, I think. 20,000 stone capacity. Maybe. If we need more, we can do that. But I'd rather not. Stone level 2, carpenter level 2. Yeah, we need to get carpenter and blacksmith upgraded. Unlocks carpentry research. Yeah, I would like both of those things. I tell you what, there's also an alchemist upgrade that we can get, like, relatively easily. I've not done much with the... with the alchemist operation, to be honest with you. But there we go. Yeah, let's do that, just so that we can increase our wood production ever so slightly. There we go, for the duration. For the duration of that little mini mission. I'm also probably thinking that we're going to want to take some workers out of gold production over here. It's a little bit silly to have that many sort of dealing with gold. Good news is, though, food security is in a great place. Let's put 1, 2 more into that quarrying operation there. Yeah, not bothered about anything there, and probably not bothered about anything here either. Don't think so. Max iron workers, be a nice upgrade to have, but it's not the end of the world. Attack damage, iron upkeep per soldier. I've not faced anything that I can't deal with, and also I just keep on increasing. There we go. I just keep on increasing the number of soldiers that I have as soon as I, have a little population spike. I bang in a few additional soldiers, and that's usually good enough. 48,000. Yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. Okay. Let's get the blacksmith upgraded. So that's presumably going to give me access to better iron tools. Research unlocked. So iron tools, 100% stone production, 50% fishing production, 100% iron production, 15% resource gathering. That is really good. Global research multiplier. I will take that pretty much as soon as I possibly can. Soldier, attack damage. Battle Loot Goblin unlocks battle rewards from goblins by reforming crude goblin metal. Now that is something that I can absolutely get behind. I need 13,000 gold in order to make it happen, but I think there's absolutely no reason not to get that. But I just feel like there's not really an overarching objective for me right now. Unlocking religious research. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, we've already got, like, religious research, I suppose, but maybe there's going to be even more religious research. I don't know. I do not know. Let's go. I don't know. Let's put you in. Put you in wood. Yeah. And how much? 12,000 wood in order to get base productivity. 3 woodworkers. Do you know what? I think what did I say that? 12,000. Yeah, I think I actually will get the upgrades to wood. And then maybe see, are there any other upgrades that we can get we care about right now. Wood level 2. Yeah, so that unlocking this will give me iron tools. 100%. Right, we got it. Let's get it upgraded. Oh, we can also get hunting upgraded. I might do that. Might do that in a little bit. Right, research unlocked. Iron tools. Extra wood storage. Etc. Let's leave that open because I do actually want to... Oh, this is doable as well. Another 21,000. That is very, very doable. Tell you what, let's take 2 more workers out of gold. Stick them into wood production. So I'm producing at a rate of 22. We get 184 wood each and every time that is done. That's fine. Let's see. So 100% wood production. Yes, please. Let's do it. So now we're up to 249. Hey, that is really good. An army of huge rats is approaching. It's not goblins, unfortunately, so I don't think we're going to be able to get any rewards from them. But that's not bad. Right, so, I mean, what about tools in the iron mine? Yeah. We got to take this. We got to take that. That enables so much. 4,500 food. I'm a little bit worried that I haven't really stuck the landing on food. Is the farm ready to go up to level 2? Farm could go up to level 2 pretty much at any time. And in fact, I think we're going to be in a situation where we're going to get so much wood through the door that yeah, in fact, we're going to be able to get that. I'm also acutely aware that my food situation is not great. My net change is only 9 point something. So that's really not good. We definitely want to be doing better. I was thinking of getting the upgrades. I was thinking about getting this upgrade, but I actually think this upgrade is going to be more valuable. The 50% farm production. Yeah. Yeah, although we are currently making more from hunting. That will almost certainly change the very second that I get this upgrade rolled out. Yeah, and it's honestly something that I probably should have gotten a little while ago, but whatever. We are where we are. Right, 50% farm production. What does that take my farm production up to? Yeah, per worker. Well, I'm inspired. So production is 1.2 times, but even at that, that's still good enough. Still good enough to be great. Right, then, in order to get the upgrade, we need 18,000 food. I think we're going to do that. And whilst we are continuing to do that... Oh, defeated by 30 huge rats. Stolen resources, a temporary debuff, some of your population fleeing. Okay, so that was not good. And that is why we need to throw resources into weapon attack damage. Yeah, okay, we'll get that. We'll get soldier attack damage, soldier defense. We'll get all of those things. I was kind of coasting a little bit, to be honest, there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 1 food upkeep. Yeah, so that puts me in a little bit more of a compromising position, actually, where we just have too much... There we go. Too much food. It's not really doing a whole lot for us. There we go. Okay, so we're back in a position... How much did we lose? Ah, so much stuff. That's annoying. That's annoying. But I suppose there's also not a huge amount that we can really do about that right now. I need to get on top of the food production system. That is absolutely something that I need to do. The farm needs to be upgraded if we can get it. 18,000. Yeah, unlikely. The fishing hut, maybe we turn back and get the fishing hut upgraded. Hunting hut absolutely needs to be upgraded. That is a super easy thing for us to upgrade. Let's take even more workers out of there. And stick them into here. Yeah. So it's still... Yeah, it's still not a huge amount of food that we're getting. But I think we need to prioritize on just getting upgrades to food-related bits and bobs so that we can get all of the necessary upgrades for the town guards, because that is really the most important thing. +1 attack damage, combat defense, 1 gold upkeep per soldier, +2 gold upkeep. Yeah, all of that is important, but the most important thing is to get food so that we can fund all of these upgrades. Farm, no, I'm not buying the It's been 5,000 food upgrade. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it, video game. I'm close, but not there. Well, we've got loads of stuff happening, and actually maxed out our wood situation. Let's get the farm upgraded. So that should just give me a little bit more buffer. And in fact, yes, iron tools. That's what we like to see. I might even be able to just afford that right now. Let's do it. Okay, so what does that put my per worker up to? Wow, 28.56. That is real good. And in fact, we can increase that further by just doing a simple little... Oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it as well. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. So what does that take my hunting up to? 19 point something. And... Ooh, scouting. Get more information about incoming enemies. Hunting produces a small amount of gold. Oh, I will take that. Scouting, I would love. Scouting would be great. 4,500 iron. I kind of just want to do that. Yeah. Let's do it. Fur and leather. Fur and leather is going to require 2,000 gold. 2,000 gold. 2,000 iron, which I think I will just bite the bullet and get done, because it would be so great to have multiple different sort of sources of gold. Also, the workshop. Yeah, I'll build that. Sure. I don't think that's going to interfere with anything that I'm trying to do. What does the workshop do? I guess we'll find out in just a sec, but let's put the fur and leather trade upgrades here. Good. Okay, so it's going to give me hunting, 5 gold, 6 gold a second, basically. I mean, it's fine. It's great. It's nothing to write home about, but it's better than nothing. And there are still a few other upgrades that we can get. Actually, no, we're pretty good there. We are... yeah, okay, we can get one more, but you know what? Not too bad. Not too bad. Right, what have we got here? So, workers, leather goods, 1 extra wood, stone, and iron production. That's an absolute no-brainer. We're going to do that immediately. Hunting generates gold plus 5%. Okay, so then now that takes us up to 10% of the value as gold. So now hunting brings us in 10 gold. So that's the same as 2 workers that we have here. Huh. So if I take 2 workers out there and then put them into here, we don't quite replace all of the gold that we're making, but that's not far off. That's not far off at all. And of course, more importantly, we get a hell of a lot of food in the process, which is really, really, really good. Really, really, really good. Okay. That's great. Anything else in the farm? The farm multiplier. Yeah, we can do that. We can get that. That's fine. We'll make that happen. Right. So. Housing capacity is now up to 428, which is great. So it's pretty much just food that we need to get on top of in order to fix everything, in order to make it all good again. The other thing that I was gonna sort of slowly work on. Army of huge rats is approaching. Oh, we can see we've got 30 huge rats. Threat is high. Okay, let's be proactive about this. Soldier defense, soldier offense. Do we need to do anything in the guards here? Soldier strength. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's bad. I think it's fine. 75%, 75 total attack. Moderate. Okay, we've reduced the threat to moderate now. That's good. In fact, that's exactly what we want to do. I mean, that was the point of those upgrades. So that's great. Happy days. Let's do anything else here. Farm multiplier. Yeah, maybe. How many workers do we get per minute? 5 per minute. That's good. That's good, but it's just not good enough. Alchemist, you are absolutely crying out for an upgrade. In fact, to be fair, there's quite a lot of things that are crying out for an upgrade. Ooh, the public house. I'll do it. 10% happiness bonus to resource gathering. So that takes us up to 165. I mean, that's brilliant too, right? Plus 10% happiness bonus for 2,500 gold. That's great. Is there any reason why I cannot contribute to this? The only bad thing about gold mining, or getting gold at the hunting lodge, is that when I contribute, I get food and I don't get gold, which is a bit of a shame. A bit of a shame. Because it'd be nice if I was able to also get gold as a consequence. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so the rats are a moderate threat. But they are losing a lot. Oh, yeah. They got absolutely decimated. Victory against the rats. Fantastic. Amazing. Minstrels. Plus 10%. Oh, that's the... Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get sorted right now. That's good. Also, I'm thinking maybe we take the foot off the gas on the wood production a little bit. That might be something to do. 10% happiness bonus. Brilliant. That takes me up to 175. So that's 175% production bonus. So there's pretty much no downside to getting ever higher happiness levels. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so we're pretty set for everything with the exception of these blueprints and also gold. We can maybe do with getting a little bit more gold. The mayor's house, that's not buildable. The church, that is buildable. Yep, that's good. The roads, theoretically maybe buildable. Guards, military training. Yeah, let's do 2 workers out of there. 2 workers into here. 2 iron workers. Nah. And then we'll put you back in there. And yeah, I guess I'll take all the workers out of here and I'll just stick them all into here for now, because there's literally nothing better for them to do. 2,500 gold. Yeah, we'll get sturdy tools, I suppose. That would be a pretty sensible use of time. Let's do it. So what do we have now? 74 per second. That's very, very nice. Minstrels we've got already, so we don't need to worry about that. That's great. Can we get an upgrade, by the way, to the workshop? What was that? Ooh, unlocks workshop research. Yes. I think I would quite like that. I think I would like that a lot. Storage capacity. Iron production. Give me iron production real quick. Put the extra worker right on into there. We are getting 5 per minute. 5 additional population per minute, which is great. In fact, that's pretty close to, I think, the maximum that we can afford. Or the maximum that we can really have with our current setup. Carpenter, that was it. Carpenter level 2. That was what I was going to try and get. Carpentry research, the alchemist as well. Alchemical concoctions. Yeah, there's a few level 2s that need to land. For basically all of it, we need gold. And let's get max 2 iron workers. Yep. Good. Crank that in there. Crank that in there. That's fine. It's all fine. None of it feels particularly efficient because we're always seemingly missing something, you know, the key component that we need in order to make it all operate smoothly. But that's okay, because at the end of the day, as long as we've got loads and loads of people and loads of food supply, then that means that the town is going to remain safe. And ideally, we can crank in a few additional soldiers. Okay, we're up to 17. It's okay. It's okay. Food-wise, we're doing really, really, really good. Very chuffed with how that's coming together. Carpenter, yeah, I think we're going to absolutely slam an upgrade in the Carpenter. Let's get that sorted. What do we unlock? Plus 2 max woodworkers, 2 max ironworkers, hunting efficiency. Yeah, I like it. 2 max hunters. Hunting efficiency. Yeah, 6,000 flipping iron. That's a lot of iron. 2 farm workers, 2 iron workers, plus 5% resource gathering for global craftsmanship. An army of skeletons is approaching. Fine. What about global craftsmanship? Is that possible, purchasable right now? Yeah, let's do it. That's a bonus that's going to end up echoing around for a little bit. It's good. Yeah, we don't really need anything else. We are at the maximum amount of stone. Let's go and see if there is an upgrade that would give me 20,000 storage. Yes, we can do that. We can do that, and in fact, I will do that. It's relatively easy for us to do. 3,000 quarry goods. Just means that we don't have to really make any decision right now. In fact, we can kind of just put that off until later. Right, 27 skeletons is a moderate threat. I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff on that. I am none too worried. Right, we got an extra worker. Let's put you into wood for now. It's good, because I think we did have a lot of wood, but now we do not, obviously. Iron hunting tools. Yeah, maybe the hunting tools would be something good to get, but I'm not that bothered about it. Yeah, what is the next milestone? What is it that we're after? Alchemist level 2? No. No. Workshop. Yeah, definitely the workshop level 2. Workshop research almost certainly is going to have a massive, disproportionately large effect on how the game is played, how we are able to get some upgrades for different things. So that means it is just wood that we need. Let's take... No, we should leave workers in there. We should take workers out of here. Put some workers into there. Great. And that'll help me hit... Was it 12,000? 12,000 wood a little bit quicker. Also, there was... food capacity. Yeah, I was going to say there's a food storage upgrade that would allow me to... Let's just get both of them. Again, that allows me to delay and stockpile even more food, which is absolutely worthwhile. Does delay me getting to the magic 12, 13,000 wood here, but worthwhile, I think. Well, wood has been secured. Let's go and get the workshop upgraded. No brainer. Good. Look at all this road that's coming together. Eye for quality, plus 3 personal click power, plus 5% to all production, plus 5 hunting production added as gold. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. That is so good. Okay, we are going at these skeletons. They are already finished. Great. So, eye for quality. Do I really even care about this? I mean, I guess I do. I'm not sure that I really care that much about it, though. 4,500 gold. Yeah, I'll get both of these. I'll get both of these as soon as I possibly can. The 5% to global production efficiency, yes, I will get. Also, this max gold workers. No, can't get anything else. Let's throw you into there. So it gives me even more gold production. 14 gold production per worker is honestly not that great, but it's fine. Plus 5% to global production. Great. Let's go and do it. And then that sets us up for what exactly? What upgrade is it that we want to get? Honestly, I don't think there's any. I think reaching the 400 population is probably what we want to try and do next. I don't think that there's anything else that is going to sort of stand in our way to doing this. Everything else is looking good. Road production. I would really flippin' love to get road production. Just feels good, you know? Feels like it would be good. But unlocks taxation. See, I love the idea of taxing my large number of people. And to be fair, it's not unreasonable, right? Because we're protecting them. It's fine. Military research, yeah, we don't have that yet, but yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it. Damage, combat defense, upkeep. It's going to cost me 10,000 gold. Yeah, a lot of stuff definitely costing me gold now. Extra wood. Have I got... I don't have skilled labor too. Yeah, go do it. Fine. We're going to need more wood later on anyway. for sure. I can't even remember. What is it that I wanted to accomplish? What is it that I wanted to get done? Was there an upgrade? Was there an upgrade that I could get? This is a good upgrade too, actually, now. I mean, we have got a lot of storage. We got a lot of background stuff that's just kind of happening. 5% hunting is gold. That's going to be a great upgrade, but it's not going to be a great upgrade until I actually assign some people to work at the hunting lodge. Right, what do we get? Tides, minus 20% happiness, plus 1 gold per 15 population per second. That is not bad. I will... Can I get upgrades to the number of gold workers? Yeah, 6,700 wood. Yeah, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I think I'm going to get tides. I will at least introduce, or at least unlock it to try and figure out... There we go. To try and figure out how much it brings in versus how unhappy people actually get. What does it cost? 7,000 stone, 7,000 gold. Who needs a little bit of extra help? Both the stone facility, but most importantly, actually, gold. Yeah, stone we can do. We can produce in quite large quantities, but gold is a bit more problematic. But then again, 20% is quite a lot to sacrifice. So, unlock the policy. And then, is it a policy that is applied in the church? It is. So, we go from 82 up to 108. And then our lumber is 121. We lose far too much. We lose a lot. The 20% happiness is bad. 82 at the gold mine. That is really, really bad. Maybe it's worth it in the future, but I just don't think it's worth it right now. Yeah, it kind of sucks to sort of throw all of those resources down the drain, but hey, I guess that's fine. Iron mine, 20,000 storage, more storage. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, we now have such an inordinately large stockpile of iron and stone. I do not know what we're going to be able to do with that. With all that stuff later on. Army of skeletons approaching. Let's have a look. Threat is extreme. Well, actually, video game, there is a way that we can fix that. So, first of all, we need 10,000 gold. We'll get 10,000 gold in just a second. But, military, let's train up people. So, yeah, we can train up more. We will take a 10% happiness penalty. That's fine. In the meantime, we are going to help the gold mine workers get up to 10,000 gold. And then we're going to upgrade, whatever it is, the upgrade that we need that costs 10,000 gold. And subsequently, we'll give all of my soldiers more room to play around with. Plus, we're about to hit our 400-person milestone, which is quite nice. Tower guards. Let's do it. So now the threat is high, but not extreme. Great. That's what we like to see. And you know what? With the introduction of those additional guards, I think we will be absolutely fine. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else that we can really get. I think we've got... Yeah, I think we've got everything. We just need to get the... We need to get the guards upgraded to level 2. Oh, look at that. Over time, people from kingdoms near and far heard of the free town of Spudville. But as our population grew, we began to attract the attention of larger and more dangerous groups of enemies. Build northern and southern walls. Okay, 73,000 wood in order to make that happen. Defenders get first strike, both north and south palisade required. Okay. That's 100,000 wood. That's quite a lot of wood. How's the threat now? Threat's still high. 42 versus 20. It's now moderate. We do have a penalty. Conscription gives us a minus 10% penalty, which is really not good. And I'm kind of hoping that as soon as we're done with this, I can reduce conscription again. My maximum wood storage is now 49,000. I'm going to need to get this upgrade here. Yeah, we're going to just get that immediately. That will allow me Not even. Almost to get the correct amount. I guess we get the warehouse upgraded as well. If I get the warehouse upgraded, then that puts my wood absolutely over our 75,000 storage, which is great. And that will allow us to get... That will allow us to get the initial... Now we're at moderate threat. Beautiful. Yeah, that will allow us to get the initial start made on both the northern and southern wall. How on earth am I low on food? Probably because we are training more... Yeah, probably because we're training more soldiers. There you go. How's that? Yeah, so that leaves my net change at 20, which is fine. Still a moderate threat, but we still have another 82 housing capacity to grow. Houses just kind of... They just kind of appear. I don't really understand how that works, to be honest. But I'm not exactly complaining. It's great if it does. Let's see. 2 max woodworkers. Yeah, I might get that if the need arises. But for now, I think we won't worry about it. Also, there is that upgrade that I can get to melting down goblins. I've not seen any goblins, though. That's the disappointing thing. I've just got skeletons now. Victory against 42 skeletons. Defenders killed 5. Yeah, maybe could have worried a little bit less about... Maybe should have worried a little bit less about that. That's fine. Right. We are all in on the wood walls. Let's jump forward in time to when I have built them. Right, I've saved enough wood, I think. We've also got an army of goblins approaching. What was the research that I could do that would allow me to get the goblins' resources? Was it at the blacksmith? I feel like it might have been at the blacksmith. Tool forging. Ah, that one. Yeah, battle goblin loot. I'm absolutely going to do that. Yeah, I think that's all that I care about. Soldier defense as well. What's the extreme? Give me defense. Okay, so now it's just a high threat. Then tower guards. Let's go and crank out a few more, to be honest. I mean, yeah, we're still a little high, but I'm not that concerned. Anything else at the blacksmith facility that we can get? No. Right, let's build the northern wall. 21,000. Ah! 21,000 gold. That's really annoying because we're not going to likely get that before the goblin arrives in 55 seconds. We can try, though. We can try. Well, I'll tell you what, we made a good attempt, but we've only got 14,000. So I think we might be in a... I was going to say we might be in a bit of trouble. We're not. Victory against the goblins. Yes, look at that. We get some rewards as well. Very, very good. And we've got a spare worker. 2. Let's put the spare worker into wood. Not like we really need to worry about wood at the moment. I think, honestly, let's just get one of these walls built. I realize that we're sort of wasting productive stone potential and productive wood potential as well. But I don't think that we can really... Oh, no, I'm going to need to get an upgrade here. 15,000 gold storage. Sure, let's do it. It's actually necessary. Because otherwise we won't have enough to get... Yeah, otherwise we won't have enough to get it. Let's go and build it. Sure. So, northern wall. Oh, interesting. The hunting operation is outside of the northern wall. Cool. Well, no matter. Then down south, the southern wall is exactly the same. We just need literally 20,000. Defenders get first strike. So presumably, yeah, presumably that'll just work for us. 7,000 gold. There's literally a limit on the amount of gold that I can flip and get out of this mine here. One of the options that we do have, maybe let's take 2 workers out there, stick them into the hunting lodge, which gives us, I don't know, the tiniest amount of additional increase possible. It's better than nothing, I suppose, but it's hardly worth it. Good news is, though, our population is looking better, looking much better, in fact. So much so, I'm quite happy with it. I am quite happy with the old population. 429 out of 494. Still don't really understand where we're getting our increased housing capacity from. It just kind of happens. That's okay. Anyway, 21,000 gold. That's what we need in order to get the southern wall built. So let's go and do that. Okay, 21,000 gold has been acquired. Southern wall, here we come. Let's go and do it. Very, very nice. Okay, the corrupt monarch of Ashenhold has sent his soldiers back to our village. This time they demand 40,000 golden tribute and ongoing taxes while refusing to spare even a single soldier to protect us. I feel like I don't really want to pay this. It's a bit of a shame. I still can't get access to... blueprints. Yeah, so blueprints... So basically anything that requires a blueprint, I just can't build. Yeah, that kind of sucks, to be honest, because kind of need to. Can I reduce, by the way, this? Yeah, take this down. Okay. Army of giant rats is approaching. Threat is extreme. I need to get this upgraded. I need to get this upgraded, like, kind of rapidly. Like, basically yesterday. I need to be able to train troops faster. We need to be able to do a whole bunch of stuff much more rapidly. The defense of the kingdom is important. It really is. Let's get this upgraded. Good. That frees up some space as well. So now, what do we got? Research. Yeah, more weapons. More bits and bobs. All of them require gold. Flippin' heck. All of them require gold, of which some we can get done. Threat is now high, but we are training some troops, right? We're training one more troop. I will train 2 more, and we will also see if we can try and get ourselves an additional weapons upgrade or a defensive upgrade. I don't think it really makes that much of a difference what we do, whether it's sturdy armor, whether it's sturdy weapons. I think it's 10,000 gold that we need to get before the Army of Giant Rats approaches, combined with the increase in army size. I think our army size, our defensive size, that is. I think we might just be okay. The other thing that's annoying me is this, the ongoing outrageous foreign tax. Minus 15% to production, minus 15% to all happiness. That is really flippin' annoying. That is totally toxic. And I don't think I can even... I suppose we could. We can save up the... We can save up the amount needed to pay off the king now. We could do it. We can do it. I might do it. But that is not for right now. What's the threat level? Threat level's moderate. So actually, maybe we don't need to get any defenses. Maybe I don't need to purchase this. Unlocks the ability to call to arms, which is temporarily double soldier training speed. At double the usual resource cost. Okay, that's interesting. That's curious. I'm interested. Not that interested, though. Right, quarry. Oh. There you go, disappearing. Quarry, do I want to get upgraded to the next level? Base stone productivity. I think we're fine at the moment. We're fine. It would be nice to have additional stone storage. To be fair, that additional stone storage would allow me to get the road upgrade, but the road can only be upgraded with the flipping blueprint. Church needs a blueprint. Town square needs a blueprint. Tavern needs a blueprint. Fishing hut does not yet need a blueprint, but that's because it's just kind of irrelevant, to be honest. Lord and Lady's Manor needs a blueprint. Northern Wall doesn't need a blueprint. Plus 20% to defense. Both north and south Palisade 2 are required. Yeah, so we're going to get attacked. This is, I can see it coming. Ashenhold is going to attack us, which is going to suck whenever that ends up happening. That's carpenter, workshop. Yeah, so literally, so blueprints are just, blueprints are, there's literally nothing we can upgrade. We can upgrade this. We can upgrade the alchemical factory. Research, what do we got? Iron finding potion, additional iron, stone, battle rewards for defeating plant monsters. Well, I don't think we've come across any plant monsters yet. We've had rats, though. Don't think that counts as a plant monster. Gold mine. Yeah, maybe we just keep mining Keep mining in the gold mine. Is there any other upgrades that we can get to gold? I'm like 90% sure that there's not. I'm pretty sure there isn't. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like this... Good production, labor production. Yeah, feels a little grindy in the middle here. This gold... This gold is the real limiting factor. And yes, I know we can technically do tithes. But I don't think that that works out in anybody's favor. Let's do an upgrade to the hunting lodge. And so that makes food per worker a little bit more reasonable. Gives accurate info on oncoming enemies. Aha, now we're talking. This is good. This is good. So, advanced scouting. That is absolutely something that I want to get done. Here's what I also want to do, though. Also want to cut back on the number of workers that we have here. Number of workers that we have there. And stick them all into hunting. Which will get us a decent amount of gold. But what I was kind of hoping we could do was also get the upgrade that gives us better gold conversion. So let's go and nab advanced scouting first. Then let's go and get battle loot for animals, because it seems like we always seemingly get that. I'll go and yoink that as well. Anything else here? No. No. And what would it cost to get hunting upgraded? Another blueprint. Flippin' heck. Blueprints are required for everything these days. Very, very annoying. But we are now getting 22 gold. Where was the upgrades? So the blacksmith? 15% resource gathering. Oh, I thought I'd got that already. Maybe I just unlocked it. Either way, yeah, that's probably the first thing that we need to get. That's a great thing to do. There was an upgrade. Tavern, maybe? There was an upgrade that that gave me... Go to hunting here. 50% off... 50% hunting equipment? Yeah, we'll do it. No. Yeah, there was definitely something that allowed me to get plus 5% to the value of gold collected at the hunting lodge. Also, this hunting is great. This is really good. It's almost as good as the farm. And then we get the battle loot reward. Yeah, very happy with that. I need to try and remember where this... came from. Pretty sure it wasn't hunting. Global resource multiplier. Yeah, we'll get that. There we go. Literally right there. In the workshop, of course. 4,500 gold in the workshop. That is absolutely what I'll do. So we're currently bringing in 27 gold per second from the hunting lodge. Which is not bad, honestly, all things considered. It's totally fine for what it is. Let's go get that. So now we're up to 36. It's an extra 10 per second. Hey, you know what? It's fine. It's nothing to write home about. It's nothing to write home about at all. Next thing that we're after is 9,000. We're after 9,000 gold in order to get the 15% multiplier to everyone. And then after that, I don't think that we've got any reason not to pay Ashen Holt's demands. Save up the 40k and just get that out of the way. Ironically enough, after complaining that we never, ever, ever had any plants, an army of shambling plants is coming towards us. That's fine. Let's go and increase up the number of soldiers that we've got, and let's get combat defense. Still extreme. We need 8,100 gold in order to do that. I did say that I was going to save up. I did say that I was going to get a global production multiplier. I lied about both of those things. Let's go and put you into there. I lied about both of those things because now it is more important that we try and get this sorted. Also, where on Earth was the plant Now I can't remember. Was it the alchemist? Yeah, it was the alchemist. 9,000. 9,000 gold for defeating the plants. That's fine. That's fine. Let's they're like a wee bit of time away, to be fair. We've got a little buffer here. Alchemist, no. Grab plants. Yep. So the threat is still high, but the threat is coming down because I am training troops. Threat high to me says we can do it. So we've got the defensive capability, and now we just need the offensive capability, or, well, vice versa. So we get the 8,500 gold for that, which is fine. Also, is there anything else that I can get here? There's literally nothing. I keep checking, hoping that there's going to be something else available to me that will allow me to get more gold. So far, nothing. Right, I think that's enough gold. Let's go and get... Oh, now, of course, it's something else. It's sturdy weapons. Are we... Yeah, we are positive. We are positive. It's just not that positive. Is there something that I want to do to change this? To be fair, we've not really upgraded our iron mine in ages. Let's take one out of there, one into there. Yeah. Okay. Well, my little contributions are hardly really touching the sides, but I'm sure everybody's glad that I'm helping out. 18,000. I'm sure it said there was an upgrade here. Call to arms, which temporarily doubles soldier training speed, double the usual resource cost. I don't think I need it. I don't think I need that yet. We're not there. Not there. 1 attack damage, iron and gold upkeep per soldier, or attack damage, combat defense, 1 gold upkeep per soldier, 2 food upkeep. 14,000 food, 21,000 gold. I think I'd rather spend the 18,000 iron, to be honest. 18,000 iron is not something that we need in order to pay off the loan. So anything that kind of like reduces anything that reduces my gold is something that we want to be careful about. We get that upgrade, and now, yeah, it's a moderate threat. And I'm actually, to be honest, totally convinced that we will be completely fine. And after we're done this, I'm going to take my soldier numbers back down to where we are. I'm so confident that we are going to be completely fine that I'm going to skip forward in time to when we have got 40,000 gold. Accumulated quite a few resources, maxed out on wood, maxed out on stone. And we're about to pay off. There we go. Ashenholt's demands. There's also an army of goblins approaching, which, it's fine. It's low threat. Save man of new walls, a visiting merchant spreads tales of vast wealth to be made in foreign kingdoms. With an upgraded market, we could commission our own trade expeditions. Trade with distant settlements. Cool. So now we can go and get an upgrade to the market, presumably. 14,000 gold. Again, that's the real sort of like limiting factor of all of this. It's gold. I've got like... I'm making as much as I possibly can. Do I need to tithe as well? Is that kind of like the... Is that kind of the vibe that I'm getting? I mean, the gold mine being upgraded... Yeah, it's not possible. It's not possible. Can we... take 2 workers out of that, put 2 workers into there? Yeah, fine. I mean, I don't really want to overly complicate it, because when we eventually do use all of this stone... Stuff will start to unravel, but for now, I'll do... is there a... max stone workers? No. What about upgrade to the warehouse? Nope. That's not gonna work. That's fine. Okay, well, what was the upgrade here? 14,000. Okay, let's go and do it. Well, victory against the goblins, and victory against... The goblins rewarded us with 1,128 gold. Very, very nice. As well as 2,250 or so iron. Very, very nice indeed. Right, 14,000 gold acquired. Let's get the market upgraded. Boom. Let's do it. So how do we trade? How do we trade? Research unlocked. Stone trade goods. Agrarian trade goods. Metalwork trade goods, constructs a small trading caravan, enabling trade expeditions. Okay, so we can do all of those things. That's going to cost me another 21,000 gold. The 14,000 iron we've just got, so that's great. Plus 10% gold production research multiplier. Yes, please. And to be honest, I am desperately in need of gold. So, stuff like wood, for example, or agrarian, I presume that's like food. If we get... What's this? Stone trade goods. Here we go. Unlock stone trade goods. We'll unlock it. Agrarian trade goods. It's not here. Doesn't show up. Metalwork trade goods. 4,500 gold. I think we probably just try and unlock it as well. Sure. Wood trade goods. That's only going to cost me 1,300. Why is that so cheap? Is it getting cheaper, like, each trade good that I get? But we'll get it. Luxury trade goods. Unlocks gold trade goods. Okay, not sure about that. Anyway, the real milestone is going to be the trader's caravan, which is going to be 14,000 gold. Sorry, 21,000 gold, 14,000 iron. Let's go and get that right now. Right, let's buy it. The proof will be in the pudding. How useful is this going to be? I don't know. But let's see. I still need to get 14,000 gold for the coinage upgrade. That's fine, though. So we go to market, select an expedition, and select buy and sell. Oh, ho, ho. Okay. Cool. Can I zoom out here? No? We just kind of have to... Oh, Ashenholt. Very high demand for food. Sell them food. Quality of goods, standard. Caravan size, small. Buy gold. Yeah, that's what I need, right? Let's do it. Send expedition. Right, some events such as trade expeditions will temporarily let you exceed your resource storage limit. That's fine. Upgrade the library and research blueprints. Okay, that would be my pleasure. That would be my pleasure. So can we see... Oh, we can see the caravan, like, literally in progress. How cool is that? I don't know how much gold we're going to get. I just don't know. Skeletons. 50 skeleton warriors of extreme threat. Right. How are we doing militarily? Let's not... I don't want to go up to the 20% milestone. But we do need to do better than we're currently doing. Right. That's fine. I need more gold. And I need more gold kind of desperately. But the real question is, what is the best way of going about doing that? Is it to get the 10% gold, increase milestone? Also, what do I need for a library? I'm probably already pretty close to it. 14,000 gold. It's flipping gold, man. Flipping gold. Flipping gold. Yeah, see, 14,000, 14,000. Caravan speed as well. I should get caravan speed. Let's get the library. I feel like the library and being able to unlock blueprints is going to be great. Extreme threat, 400 attack. I don't know how I defeat this. 21,000 gold for the martial training? Call to arms. I don't think we need to do that yet. I'll increase, sure. I'll increase by more. Maybe we do need to increase our number of soldiers up past the limit there. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, to be honest. 21,000 is quite an expensive price to pay, but if it means that we're going to be safe, then that is a price that I am willing to pay. Let's get you jumped into there, and then 21,000 for the upgrade. This is the upgrade that's going to really mean make or break for us here, I think. Right here, good. Right now the threat is just high. So with a combination of a few more, yeah, I think we'll be fine. Actually, I think we'll be totally fine. Right, okay. Library needs 14,000 gold. Let's go and get 14,000 gold, and we'll also see how the skeleton event shakes out. Well, defeated the skeletons, nothing too crazy there. And now we are about to get the 14,000 gold required in order to get the library, which I will do. When's the trade expedition coming back? That must be almost done. 112 seconds left. Yeah, I'd quite like that to go a little bit faster, to be honest. Because we only have one caravan at the moment. Yeah, oh well, that's fine. Okay, so research unlocked. Basic education 10 plus 10% to all production unlocks advanced building designs. Shop item plus 1 advanced blueprint design. Okay. Basic education is 7,000 gold. I'm obviously going to take that. That's going to be really, really good. I need more gold. I need more gold desperately. The upgrade to this gold mine, if this is even possible for me to get an upgrade to this gold mine, I will take it. I will bite this game's hand off to get an upgrade to the gold mine. I cannot tell you how this is all that I have done for the last, like, half an hour here. I feel like gold needs to be rebalanced a little bit, because this is just a little bit silly. Just a little bit silly. So even after I get the basic education upgrade, which is going to give plus 10% to all production, which is, you know, objectively great. Really fantastic. Can I put an extra... There we go. Extra worker in there. Yeah, objectively good. Pretty fantastic. I'm still going to need to just wait until we get 21,000 gold. So, yeah, I guess I'll go and do that. Holy cow, the caravan has returned, carrying 12,000 gold. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that rather changes the dynamic of caravanning just a little bit. Yeah, that's really good. That's really, really good. I'm going to get plus 20% caravan speed, because why not? Let's go and do another expedition. Ashenholt, do you have... You still got very high demand for food, so go and sell food. And give me gold. Yeah, gold is what we need. I'm going to go and send that again. And we're going to knock 100 seconds off because of the increased price. The increased price? No, the increased speed. I'm also going to take plus 10% gold production research multiplier. Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. Just because I really want to get more gold. Really want to get more gold. We need 21,000 now for the next upgrade. Let's crack on. Let's get the job done. Finally. Well, I've kind of had a little bit of an oversight. We've got some skeleton warriors that are approaching us. Didn't really anticipate that happening, to be honest. So I'm just going to purchase that advanced building design before we probably lose this fight. We rinsed them. That was an extreme threat. Oh no, hold on. They've respawned. Once again, the Kingdom of Ashenholt sent soldiers demanding taxes stunned by our town's growth. Since their last visit, their demands were outrageous. Their force is far more numerous. Okay, we've got blueprints here. What have we got? 7, 4. I think we can do it. No. No, we lost out. Defeated. And they... 4 skeletons steal all of that? Flipping heck. Come on. Come on. Anyway, we've got an advanced blueprint, so that's nice, at least. But, yeah, happiness is absolutely cratered, so nobody's going to be doing anything. Yeah, that really sucks. 4 flipping skeletons did all of that. Massive production penalty. Also, the fact that there's a flippin' demand by another flippin' demand by Ashenholt. Even though I'm trading them food. Look at that. I'm trading them food, and this is how they choose to repay me? Unbelievable. I don't think we can get another caravan, unfortunately. That would be great if I could, but again, unfortunately, I can't. What do we need to do? Quite obviously, we need to get more gold production. That is what matters right now. Let's get that down, that up. Yeah, honestly, I feel like this game is just not balanced very well in the late game. Like, I have just been getting gold. Certainly, like, don't get me wrong, the first, like, hour or so felt really, really tight. It always felt like I was looking for something to upgrade. Now, I'm just waiting. It just feels unfun, to be honest. yeah, we're just kind of like waiting. There we go, great. And it's nice that we get a nice little bit of cash injection at a moment like this, but we're just waiting until we've got more gold. +1 gold production. Great, that's going to be useful. Additional gold storage, skilled labor, extra gold production again. But like it's still not much. It's still not much production. And it's still the only thing that we're really waiting for. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like this game needs a little bit more balance. And that's, by the way, our one and only blueprint. So if we want to get another blueprint, let's have a look. So shop, 5,000 gold. That's actually not too bad to buy one of those. What could we buy? Trade and financial upgrades. See, that's pretty good, probably. Workshop research. The road is now definitely buildable. 10% efficiency multiplier to all resource gathering. That's fine. It's okay. Mayor's house unlocks taxation and gold storage. Yeah, maybe that's actually what we need. More so than anything else. Dwellings as well to increase housing capacity. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like balance-wise, there just needs to be... There needs... Net change. Why is that net change so low? Oh, it's because, yeah. We've got so many production penalties. Quite large production penalties, actually. Drop that by 2. Increase that by 2. Yeah, gold still kind of sucks. Its net change is only 108. That is miserable. Yeah. What can I say? I think the late game needs a little bit of work. I gotta be honest. The late game needs a little bit of work. I feel like the front half of the game really encourages you to pay attention to all of the different buildings that you need to sort of constantly upgrade. Whereas now, I feel like I'm barely paying attention to any of the buildings, and we're literally just holding down the gold button. That's kind of it, which I feel like is a little bit of a shame. But yeah, it's a promising little title. It's a promising little title. Not perfect, but one that I have enjoyed spending my time with. But yeah, probably not one to check out unless there's something done about the late game grind here, because this has been kind of ridiculous the last hour or so. Anyway, folks, you can check out the game linked down in the description below. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.